This meeting is being recorded.
In Chapter 10, Problem 12, we are asked to predict what the major product would be for a monobromination of the following compounds. So we have A, B, and C listed here. And if you recall, radical bromination is very selective because the energy difference between the transition states for a primary, secondary, or tertiary radical site are very different. So we will see that if there is a tertiary radical site possible, that will be where monobromination occurs. So let's take a look at our first compound here, compound A, and we have some primary sites, right? The ends of these here. We have, let's draw on a different color here. So those are our primary sites. Now we have some possible secondary radical sites here. And then we would also have one tertiary site right here. So where that black arrow is, that would be our only tertiary radical site. So that will be where our bromination occurs. So our predicted product would look like this down here. So we have monobromination where a tertiary radical site would be. Let's take a look at compound B here. And again, we're looking for if there are any tertiary sites. So first we have primary, primary, primary. And what I am assuming here is that you know that these are the CH bonds, all these primary sites that I'm pointing out. And then we have, we'll do the same thing. We'll do an orange here. These could be secondary radical sites here, right? We have CH bonds. But do we have any tertiary sites possible? Well, yes, we do. We have one tertiary site here. And since we have that, that would be our expected site of monobromination. So this second product would look something like that. We would monobrominate again at the tertiary radical site. So let's take a look at this last compound, and we have lots of primary sites, right? So all of these ends of all these methyl groups, every single one would have a primary site. Now let's look for, are there any secondary sites? I do not see any. Any tertiary sites? That's going to be our goal. So let's take a look here. We have to make sure that we're not looking at any quaternary carbons. So there's, for example, there's no hydrogen bonds here, no CH bonds there, and none here to consider. So those would not be, those would be quaternary carbons. Let's see, and then we have, again, another quaternary carbon here, no CH bonds. So the only site that's possible, right, would be this tertiary radical site here. So our final product, oh, I marked up the wrong structure, so we'll squeeze in our bromination here. So our final product for monobromination would look something like that. So I'll draw it again up here. So these are what our predicted products would be for monobromination for these compounds A, B, and C.